harder. He's got an amazing job to do, and he'll do a jump on that gate when it comes to the countdown. You can watch the man in the middle and a beautiful drop of the gate. We're away. If we look out for the whole shot, who's going to hone in there? 318 Medic Dixon should be here on the KTM and CML KTM man. 318 for Medic. Yeah, oh, the Kawasaki around the outside. The Coopster. Cody Cooper, what a start. Coops there. Medic Cooper.
All right, here we go. Coops in front. Medic Dixon in second place. Jack Shaw, great start. He's running top three. We've got a bit of drama for James Scott. He's buried way back in the pack, so a horror start for the man who was in line for some podium glory. And now nearly dead last at MX2, a massive 20-minute moto on the cards here. And Cody Cooper has responded. He finally, in race number 5, lost his winning streak, and now he wants to try and make amends and head out here. Medic Dixon, another great start for the CML KTM. He's had a wonderful day in the office as far as starts concerned. He'd love to hang out here and run in that podium. We've got Jack Shaw, his continued run of great starts in this championship has continued. Kobe Burke, a great start this time. He's been needing a start so far today. Had some horror starts in race 1 and 2 and has had to do a lot of hard work, so it's all on here. MX2, hang on to the edge of your seat for this one because we've got Cody Cooper, the points leader in this championship, the red plate. He relinquishes perfect winning streak in race number 5 to Hayden Smith, and now he has responded. The best start we've seen all day from him. Didn't quite get the whole shot, but by the time we went through that awesome sweeping left-handed at Talladega's whole shot corner, he'd managed to establish himself as the leader of this one here. MX2 is well in command with Cody Cooper because he's got about a 10-point length advantage. Back to Medic Dixon and then go back to Jack Trelaw. So Jack Trelaw on that Jeff Scott electrical Trelaw Farms machine. He had some wonderful work in Balclutha. He's been inside the top 10 in race 1 and 2 so far today, so keeps cranking up those championship points. And this is playing nicely to the hands here, running in the top 3. As we'll try and catch an update when they come through. Cody Cooper, Medic Dixon. Then we go back to Jack Shaw. Looks like Kobe Burke in 4th place. Hayden Smith, a pretty good start. He's in 5th. Your winner from race 2 here today. As it's all on here. Cody Cooper ticks lap number 1 off. Medic Dixon, Jack Shaw. Then we go to Kobe Burke, Hayden Smith. So it's your top 5. They are flying. As we look to catch an update, Joshua Jack, a great start for him as well. James Roundtree, a good start for James on the Yamaha. So that's pretty exciting. We look to Sam Lowe on 8th place, Ryan King is the 1 and 9th, David Jordan's here in 10th, Jamie James Maloney had a great start, he's in 11th on his marathon Yamaha, got Alan Henley in 12th, Flynn Watson rounding out our top 13, we've got James Scott at 18, so that's the up deck, 18, 19 seconds off the lead, James Scott back at 18, so a lot of work to do for the man who's had a couple of trips to the podium. Just when you think you start to understand the landscape of MX2, it throws a massive spanner in the works. And James Scott back in 18th place. So we'll keep an eye on that one there because it won't take him long to charge through the pack. But with Cody Cooper getting the start he has, that is not what James Scott wanted. So a bit of drama here, but a massive 16.5 minutes still left in this one.
Thank you. Just to change the subject, somebody has dropped a bag with a small amount of money in it. So please, if you do find that, we'd love you to hand it back in to the officials. Thank you. Please do that. I'm sure the people that have that money need it more than you do to find it. So please, small bag of money has been lost. If you find it at all, we'd love you to hand it back. Thank you very much. Sorry about that little bad luck story there, but back to the racing and Brad.
All right, let's give you an update. Unchanged, top 10, Cody Cooper. Still there, Medic Dixon with Jack Shaw, but he's under pressure. Kobe Burke is piling on the pressure for the podium. And with the starts Kobe Burke's had, this is going to be the best we've seen from him. Can he find himself on the podium? He'd absolutely love to. Hayden Smith's there and behind in 5th place. We've got Josh Jack on that LMC Husqvarna. He's been fantastic so far this championship and continues up in his top 6. James Roundtree, Sam Blundell, Ryan King and Davey Jordan. Group of young, talented youngsters on the rise, and they round out right through to our top 10. But Cody Cooper, what a commanding performance so far. It's early days in this one here, but he already has a decent little buffer. Back to Medic Dixon, so Mad Dog is doing a wonderful job there. He's had good starts all day, and he's capitalised on a trip to the podium. Then look out for Jack Shaw, only 3/10 of a second between him and Kobe Burke, so that is red on that battle. Hayden Smith in there as well, so it's actually a 3-way fight now for that overall podium, as we've got 3rd, 4th and 5th separated by not a lot on the track. We've got a massive 38 entries in this class, and we've still got just how exciting and awesome this magical MX2 lineup is. Cody Cooper, fastest lap of the race at 2:01.7. And he has got now 4.3 seconds of daylight between him and Matic Dixon. And if he can hang on and win this one here, and go a long way towards MX2 Championship glory. This will be over halfway through the championship when we finish this race. So part of the championship, and Cody Cooper starting to establish himself as a firm favourite, and potentially with one hand on that trophy as we head into the final 2 rounds.
Well, thank you. Just to let you know, thank you. The money has been found and back in the right hand, so thank you for those involved. Thank you very much. All right, that was the good news, or the unlucky story, and now it's become the lucky story. So cool to see as we watch this racing unfold at the moment. The Cody Cooper show out there at the moment. The 39-year-old star. Had the privilege of knowing him since he was, in fact, Winwood's been the youngest, racing his PW50 at Taupo. I'm going to say, was he probably about 9? I think he was about 9 years of age at the time. It might have only been 8, actually, might have been 8. So there he was, had his little mate from Apotiki as well. And they were done out in their team pink gear. Never forget that kind of stuff. In those days, you couldn't actually get good moto clothes for kids, and mums used to make good moto clothes. The market was not open like it is now. Things like boots and helmets were very hard to find. In fact, they were used ones that you got floated around for a long time over a period until there was commercially available a lot of kids' gear. So the clock goes back to this man. So many cool memories. Exactly as Scotty said before, those speeches in the early days with Cody were hard work. The man didn't want to talk. He wasn't a communicator, but man, could he race a motorcycle. And that's exactly what he's done for the 30 plus years that I've known him. What a hero in our sport. So ladies and gentlemen, good to watch him out there, Mr. Cody Cooper, doing it and doing it oh so well. Well, a whole lot of DNS or did not starts, and they go to get people like Lucas Fremantle and Luke Vanderlee and Fletcher Saunders and Mitchell Kiernan. So some bad luck stories to put in there, and certainly that one of Lucas would be he'd be the highest profile. Did not start out there, so bad luck to him. His chances of points or even a top 10, maybe a top 20 finish are fast diminishing, but I'm sure he can still come back. Excuse me, in 4 weeks' time. So people out there like Seth Thompson and Tyler Brown that we've got eclipsing our top riders, or running along with our top riders here. This is good to see. William McLaughlin in there, Liam Kerr, Kirk Payton. Hey, back to front, and it's Cody, Matic and Jack Trelaw. What an outstanding effort from this young man. Wow, all the way from Otautau down in Southland. In the old days of being a government employee, had the opportunity to go and work in Otautau, and ended up by not happening. That was another story. So a few years later, when I was down in Southland, I took the opportunity to go to Otautau and thought, you know, these are the towns that make New Zealand the country we love and know today. And great to see, and man, the farming in that area is just absolutely incredible. And Trelaw Farms have long been established, starting their roots here actually, in right here in Aotearoa. So the Trelaw family going back a long way, and good to see his uncle coming along here today to watch this young man in action. So the man we just nicknamed as Trelly, good to see. Oh, the farm's under the bluff over there. Oh, that's right, Dennis. Dennis doesn't like him, that's right. Yeah, Dennis doesn't like him. Yeah, because he got the Phillips boys started. So if it wasn't for Trelaws, we wouldn't be here today. Hey, let's wind the clock back. Yeah, there you go. See, there you go. So there, that's the Trelaw family out there. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you need a place to stay when you come down, Dennis. All right, you'll get over it one day, Dennis, I'm sure. So there you go, the Trelaw family that said to the Phillips family, hey, you boys, come and have motocross to go. They both went on to be champions. They both rode nationally, internationally. They're both ridden for New Zealand. There's only a couple of handfuls of brothers that have ridden for our country as well. So pretty cool story to tell about the Phillips family that started out with the support of the Trelaw family. And this is our young man out here today. Go Jack on the 93. All part of our fun now. And Brad, that's great consistency that has come to lies at the fall at the moment.
Oh yeah, this is brilliant from Cody Cooper. Halfway through this race in a 6.5 second lead, so he has it in the palm of his hand, as you say, as it all unfolds behind Matic Dixon. This is a brilliant ride from Mad Dog. He's in second place on the CML KTM, and he has a little bit of breathing room. Comfy in that podium fight. Hayden Smith has established himself well and truly as a championship contender this weekend. He is in third place, and he's had a race win in race number 2 here, so look out for Hayden Smith. The best is still to come from the man on the CML Gas, and a former national 125cc champion. He's top 3 in this class from last time around, and he has put his hammer down here today and put his name in the hat for this overall championship. We've got Jack Trelaw and Kobe Merck, two youngsters going at it in 4th and 5th place. We'll then look out for Joshua Jack on the LMC Husqvarna. He continues to impress in his MX2 campaign. We've got Ryan King there in behind him. That'll be about 7th place. 8th for Sam Blundell. And there is James Scott. So James Scott now into 9th and charging through. So James Scott, he's only a few seconds back from the guys in front of him. So potentially some good championship points still to come for James Scott, who has had a horror start. He was nearly last when we started this one. They now charged himself inside the top 10. Finn Watts is the one in 10th place. Then we look to James Roundtree in 11th, and Ollie here. That'll be 12th place for Ollie on the CNC Pro Cut YZ Yamaha. Carlin Headley is the one in 13th. Davey Jordan is in 14th, and James Barnett on the Marathon Yamaha rounds out our top 15. We then look to Tyler Brown in 16th, Ed Thompson's in 17th, Matthew Stokes, well done Matt, in 18th, Josh Burke Palmer, the local man, here in 19th, and then look out for Curtis King, who was in line for that final championship point in 20th place with just a little under 9 minutes, plus a lap remaining in this prestigious and awesome MX2, brought to us by John Newton, Palin Payne, another one of our local awesome sponsors here, and all part of this fabulous Rotorua Motorcycle Club team. MX2 has still got a massive 8.5 minutes, but Cody Cooper showing us how it's done at the moment.
Well, a few riders moving their way up here at the moment because unfortunately Donovan Ward slipped down a couple of places, so too with Seth Thompson, so that's allowed a few of the other boys to come up in that mid-pack run. The absolutely charging going on out there of those is unbelievable to see, and never say never. And of course, being the 3rd race, the track's getting rough. It's got rough. It really has got rough. And to give you an idea, folks, encouragement at the end of the day when the racing's over, you just want to go down and have a look at parts track, and particularly where you come through the container to safely cross between the infield and the outfield, to take an opportunity to go over and have a look at the track, because you'll have a look at it and you see, wow, how do they ride through there? Look at a section that's been absolutely bombarded, and you see that there's just so many choice of lines. Moto is a tough sport, we know that. All right, an opportunity to look out for them. You've only got to look at the way these bikes are moving on the Ctas coverage to realise just how tight it is out there at the moment. So keen to look out for these pictures as we're rocking through the results. So Cody Cooper, Maddock Dixon, along with Hayden Smith, your hot trio here at the moment. Going to Kobe Burke with Jack Trelaw, looking out for 110, and Ryan King, along with the 108 of Jane Scott, a little further back than he'd want to be for sure, with the 18 to look out there at the moment for Josh Jack, as we go to the 29 out there of Sam Blundell, and 22 in there as well for, 554 and Ollie Eyre, and 32 for James Roundtree. Good result. I'm enjoying that, so well done to James. Quality result to get up there. He deserves that. He is super fit. He's a focused young man, so good work out there for James, and I'm sure he's got a real opportunity to be in New Zealand's top 10 after all. So look out for James. He's getting stronger and the going's getting tougher, so look out for the 32 of James Roundtree.
All right, exciting times. We've got James Scott up into 5th place, so this is going to shake up that overall podium. Just when you think you know what's coming next, James Scott has put his hand back in that podium overall contention. He's had a couple of trips to the podium so far, and another 5th place will only further cement that. So this is the ride of a lifetime for James Scott at the moment on the L-Therm window system chassis Yamaha, up into 5th place and still charging hard. Let's give you some ideas of some split times. Still a massive 6 minutes plus a lap remaining in this one here, and just up the road from James, we've got Kobe Burke, who is about 9 seconds. So 9 seconds between James Scott and Kobe Burke, and then a further 4 seconds up to Hayden Smith. So with 6 minutes to go, is there a potential for a James Scott podium? Don't rule it out here, as there's plenty of time left in this John Newton Palin Payne MX2. We're going to keep an eye on it. As Cody Cooper putting on an absolute clinic at the moment. He's got a massive advantage back to Maddock Dixon. This will be an awesome podium if he can hang on to that. We've got Hayden Smith, race winner from earlier today. He's in 3rd place. Can he hang on to that and carry on his fantastic run here at round number 2? So plenty to look out for, plenty to get excited about. There's a massive depth of talent in the field, and we've got all-important championship points right down to 20th, and there's still 32 guys out there, and 30 of them on the lead lap. So what a deep, talented field of MX2. It's exciting. We've got 5.5 minutes left. But it's advantage Cody Cooper, not only in this race, but after 6 out of 11, and a massive advantage in the championship.
Well, just loving the quality of our Ctas coverage. What this has done with folks, if you're out there on the interweb world, is that this is remote camera coverage. So it's you know, we look selectively all around the track here at different parts, and you can see those fixed camera positions. It just gives us an idea of the roughness of this circuit. Everybody that's a moto fan will know what the conditions are like for a good moto. But you know, Rotorua here on this volcanic plateau, as it is called, is certainly a different kind of soil again. And it's been enriched by the fact that we've had a lot of summer rain here in the country, as compared to coming here when we've got to plough a huge amount of water into what is normally brown and dry grass regions. But this time the lush, warm weather has made grass grow supreme. So a very different geography to what you normally might see here in New Zealand motocross. All right, there's all those, look at the ruts, probably what, about 12 different rutted lines for a good corner like that, so many different options. And there he is, just finding his pace at the moment, keeping his cool, keeping his head, keeping to be a balanced look at what's going on at the moment as he rides through there nicely. And there's that lovely rut on the outside as he eyes it up and ready to come up towards the line at the moment. So keen to watch as he comes around for another good lap. So 1, 2, 1, and Cody Cooper, the man of the moment out there at this stage, and staying in front ahead of the 318 of Team CML KTM's Matic Dixon, and then moving to our third place at the moment with the number 3 of Hayden Smith. He's had a great day here today, including his first victory ever in MX2 racing. Kobe Burke, James Scott, wrapping out our top 5. Josh Jack, Flynn Watts, and Ryan King up there as well at the moment. So here it is, all starting to happen. Love the words of DK Daryl King, Brian's uncle, when he said before, these boys are starting to make it happen in motocross now. It is a long process. It does not happen overnight. You don't become an instant success in the sport, and many people have found that out the hard way. But the King boys picking at it and picking at it and picking at it and doing better and better as every event goes underway. Both of them this year doing the MX2 lineup. Thought for a while late last year that Brian may be still concentrating on the 125. He was a specialist 125 rider going to the New Zealand Juniors, but here he is now with the MX2 lineup at the moment. So there we go. The Cody Cooper show is out to excited delight, and he's got that advantage at the moment. So we're keen just to see how he can do that. Unfortunately, Jack Trelaw, he has fallen through the floorboards after all the credits that we've given. Bad luck to Jack. He's gone back to second to last in the pack now. So Cody Cooper, 14 seconds over Matic Dixon, a further 2.8 over Hayden Smith from 8.9, and James Scott. Really feel that this third race has now hit a point where it's a battle of survival to hold on to your place. Not a lot of intense racing, but hey, that's what our motorsport is all about. Hang on and be a winner.
Oh, this is exciting stuff. We've got Cody Cooper. He had a race win earlier. He had a second in race number 2. He's had another win here on the cards. He's got a 14.2 second advantage. If he can hang on to that, it'll be good enough for the overall. And the red plate will stay on the 121. But it's the rest of the podium that's all on here, because we've lost Kobe Burke. Hopefully everything okay with Kobe, but he is not there anymore. And that's put James Scott up into 4th place to go with his 2 seconds. We've got Hayden Smith, who's had a win. This will be a 3rd and another top result in race number 1. So the Matic Dixon, James Scott and Hayden Smith, that podium fight is going to come down to mere tenths of a second. It's going to be all on. There's going to be some points, ties and countbacks, I'm sure. But there's 3 of them, and one of them's going to miss out on our overall podium. So who's it going to be? We've got a minute and a half left until the time runs out. Cody Cooper has run away with this one. A 14-second lead in MX2 racing is absolutely monumental. That's massive. And he's made a bit of a statement here, and he'll go into the second half of this championship well and truly the favourite to take it out, and it'll be his to lose almost with a massive day at the office here. Who's it going to be on the podium? There's 3 of them, and one of them's going to miss out. So I'll get on the edge of your seat. Matic Dixon, he's in second place. It's all he can do is just keep on there. There's Hayden Smith reeling him in though, so it's down to now 3 seconds between Matic on the CML KTM, Hayden on the CML Gas. They're 2 teammates going at it at the moment. We've got James Scott in 4th place right there as well. And time will expire on this lap around, so 2 laps to go for the finale of MX2, and it's going to be exciting. And we're going to have to find out what's going to happen to our overall podium. It's going to be shaken up, and we're going to be bringing it to you after this one here. In a couple of laps' time, we've got Joshua Jack, Flynn Watts still 5th and 6th place. Ryan King is there on that awesome best-built Crown Kiwi KTM. It's a fabulous race team with him and his brother Curtis. They look absolutely fantastic. So credit to the King boys getting it done out there. We've also got a good start from Sam Blunder with this championship. He was inside the top 10 all weekend at Balclutha. Now he finds himself really challenging for top 7 results. Ollie Ear is in there, Carlin Headley, James Roundtree and Davey Jordan. That'll be your top 12. We then look to Tyler Brown, Curtis King and James Barnett. That take you all the way down to 15th place. We look to 16th. That'll be Matt Stokes, well done to Matthew. Joshua Burke Palmer, the local man, there in 17th. Donovan Waters in 18th and Tyler Cooksley in 19th. Luke Heafy is in 20th, so 1.5 laps away from that last and awesome championship point that's up for grabs here in MX2 Racing. Who's it going to be in this podium? We're going to have to wait and see. I can't see anyone dethroning Cody Cooper at this stage, but the one in behind, that's the one we're going to allow for. It is exciting, and we're coming down to the crunch.
Well, at this point, of course, at the end of today's racing, we are halfway through our championship for all but our women's class, with a women's class only doing rounds 2, 3 and 4, so they're only a third of the way through today, basically. Remembering we're dropping a race at the final round as well, so whereby there would have been scheduled to have been 12, there'll be 11, and for the women there'll be 8, so a different race format and different number of races. But more importantly for these guys, that is the halfway through our race program. So if you're going to be in fight, unless you've got a trick up your sleeve for Taupo more than any other track, they've ridden on 2 very different tracks. The Riverside Raceway and Balclutha, completely different. The alignment between here and Balclutha is about as far apart as you might have in a right or left party in politics. They are very, very different. The way the track has come down. I heard from one of our MX3 riders who went to Riverside for the first time, and he said he'd never been on as rough a track, and it's his first time here today, so I'm keen to catch up with him after racing and just see what he says today. Is this the roughest track he's ever seen? Because Riverside was very different. It was a much harder race surface than what we've got here of the Pummers, and although harder makes for a different kind of condition, it means that you haven't got the softness of the track to consider, and that's what happens for these guys, that they can make their way in through the track by weaving their way, because it's not a rock hard condition. Whereby go to that hard packed track, and man, once you're making ruts, you try and get out of those ruts and you're in all sorts of drama. So here we are, the 2 different contrasting terrains. And if you saw Balclutha a couple of weeks ago, you'll understand the subtle difference. But there we go, the green grass of home, and right here in the North Island, a completely different climate to what the South has had over the summer. It all started fresh into the new year when the South dried up and the North got wetter, and they have been 2 totally islands of contrast. Unbelievable to see what they've had, the warm and record-breaking warmth and dryness of the South, to the north, battered by cyclones and storms like it's never seen before, and not just one of them, but at times 3 different climatic weather conditions that have been traumatic, to say the least, in our country. So here we are with the racing here in Rotorua Revolves today. We're looking out with interest. There he is. Look at that rut riding, so precise. Look at that on the pegs. Look at that, beautiful to watch, the 1-2-1 of Mr. Cody Cooper. And yes, it seems a little bit more. Oh, and a no clicker. Heel clickers, no footers, I should say, as he leaps his way off the line there. So pretty cool to see as we head him home.
Right, that's done and dusted in the book. Well done to Coops. What a day at the office. 2 wins and a second. He'll be loving that. So that's in the book there. It's Cody Cooper that's going to take the win there. He's going to take the overall. But this podium fight here, Maddox Dixon and James Scott, I believe, are going to be tied on points. Hayden Smith with his race win in motor number 2. He'll be second overall. And I think with James Scott and Maddox Dixon, it's going to be the 2 second placings for James is going to get him there on the countback. So, wow. That's unbelievable. Tie for points for 3rd overall, and I think James Scott's going to hang on to it on the countback. So check it out. We'll let the computer do the maths. Don't rely on me, but Cody Cooper, Maddox Dixon, Hayden Smith, that's your overall podium for race number 3. James Scott finishing in 4th. I think he's just snuck himself on the podium for the overall, and he'll be loving it heading into the final half of this championship. Josh Jack, well done to Josh on the LMC Husqvarna. He comes home in 5th place. With a wonderful performance. As we round out our top 5, we'll quickly cross to Neil. He's got 2 podiums to get through. He's got the race 3 podium, and then he's got the overall podium as well. So there's 4 guys, and we'll get them all on the podium, and let's cross over to Neil.
Actually got 3 podium presentations to do. We've got that race, we've got the overall, and then we've got the under-19s overall. First up here in this race, third place to Hayden Smith. Hayden, a battle of attrition.
Yeah, I just didn't get a very good start that time, and the leaders, I think, got away on me a bit, and Maddock was rolling really good. I was just eating his roast for the whole second half of the moto, but no, it's all good. Happy that I'm safe. Got one more moto, so.
Indeed, we'll do this quickly as possible. Runner up to Maddock Dixon. Oh, he's been feeling it here, he's been feeling it here, he's been pumping for that one, mate. You had to work and work darn hard, didn't you?
Yeah, you know, coming off that second moto, I didn't really know what was happening, so I just went out there and did my thing and had some fun.
Or indeed, tough work to do. Did you feel you got sort of control of this Rotorua circuit, or did it get you in the end?
I got a bit of control on it. You know, that second moto, I didn't have any control on it, but first and third moto, I had heaps of control, and yeah, but that last one, I just had stuff in my eyes and the whole race, so I was sort of just playing it safe.
Playing it safe, well done indeed to our winner. Let's hear it, Cody Cooper. Coach, mate, just do this one here. MX3's starting there, that'll be fine, they'll get away, but another good race, you controlled it brilliantly.
Yeah, we put a different tyre on the rear and I seemed to get out of the gate real good. And then, yeah, it was so much easier not getting dirt down your butt and monkey butt and shit like that, but no, it was good to ride my own lines and have some clear air, that's for sure. It's been a hard day getting roosted.
It is indeed, of course, doing the other classes, but how are you feeling now?
Feel pretty good. It's more when you finish my MX1 race, it's quite intense. You know, we're trying to battle with those guys, and then you have a bigger break, and then you start to get fatigued. Then, like you cramp up a little bit, not moving. So I'd rather sort of go straight into it. Yeah.
Great to see you. Right, let's do the overall at the moment, and we've got the results here. So well done. And third place, James Scott. Second place, Hayden Smith. And first place, Cody Cooper. Yeah, cracking sort of photo to get on that one. We'll get a couple of shots on that one. So thank you for the way they're holding their trophies. We'll put down. We'll let those guys get away because, as we know, Coops has got to do the double up as well. So just to do that one now, and there we go. Thank you guys, thank you guys. All right, now to our under-19 podium, third place, Kobe Burke. Second place, Ryan King. And first today, Maddock Dixon. Well done, cool stuff today. Kobe, how intense is New Zealand motocross right now, eh?
Oh, it's real good. I love racing with the boys. Even though COVID, we had a break, so now it's great racing with the boys. Yeah.
Hey mate, from a little kid doing it out there on a 50cc bike and minis in Canterbury, you've certainly come a long way. Certainly the epitome of racing. How are you feeling you're going at the moment?
I mean, us three are obviously the youngest of the class, and we're battling, so it's good feeling to be out there with the big boys.
Well done indeed. And Ryan, you've kept out of harm's way today. Some good top 10 finishes. Happy with your day?
Yeah, it was a good day. Last moto high-sided on the tabletop. Lost about 5th place. Wasn't the best, but managed to get some big points. Yeah, happy.
Indeed, well done. And for Maddock, of course, in the shadow of the other boys in the big class, but he's made it through here to be number 1 under 19. Cool class to recognise you young guys. People don't realise that, you know, you've still got a lot of racing in front of you, Maddock, but you're making it a winner at the moment. Well done.
Yeah, it's you know, it's a good feeling being up there with the older boys and first year in the MX2, all 3 of us pretty much. So to be running up there is pretty cool.
Cool. Let's have that last one. Give them a round of applause, folks. Under 19, the future of our sport in New Zealand, right there at the moment with that MX2 lineup today. So congratulations, third Kobe Burke for Team Best Build Honda. Second is Ryan King for Team Crown Kiwi, and first for CML KTM, it's Maddock Dixon. Exceptional day.
All right, straight into this one here, MX3 Race 3, the finale for the show here, MX3 and DC. Darren Cable again, a flawless day at the office as far as hole shots are concerned. He's been untouchable out of the hole shot gate, but he's not having it his own way. It's all on here. As we look at the battles at the front, it's pretty exciting MX3 racing. We've had some great battles. Some legends have come to see what Rotorua Motocross Park's all about. We've also got some superstar young talent out there as well. So Darren Cable, William